I cut the check, I cut the check, I cut the check. Tell my niggas we up next, so we up next. She shot a text, she shot a text, she shot a text. Kill the I might put the different day, put a nigga on that same shit. I've been ballin' with my niggas, Kevin Cambridge. Oh, you drippy, but you better tuck your chain quick.
What's up, y'all? We back with another episode of Between the Lines. Today we got a lot to talk about, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. First off, I want to hop into the NFL. They are going through a lot of COVID-19 cases, especially with the Baltimore Ravens. They're going through it a lot. So, if you guys don't know, Ravens and Steelers are supposed to play on Thursday, but right after Sunday game, J.K. Dobbins, Mark Ingram, the running backs for the Ravens, they got COVID right after the game. So that's kind of crazy. They got COVID right after the game, so they were in quarantine basically the whole week. Then every other day after that, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, it was more cases in the Ravens. So they just closed the whole facility and they postponed the Thursday night game because they could not play, because they could not control their COVID. And then it came out Thursday that one of their, what is it called? I don't know, one of their staff was like not following COVID-19 rules, and they believe that he's the one that caused all this, and he gave it to the certain amount of players. So they gave him a disciplinary action, and the players I don't know, a lot of players had COVID. Like Lamar Jackson even had COVID. Now he's on a reserve list. So when they played their next game, he's not playing. So all these players got COVID. They move it to Thursday. They move it to Sunday. Then you hear more people got COVID yesterday. And they was like, all right, we got to move this another day. They moved it to Tuesday. So they moved that to Tuesday. And then the Ravens would have had a game next Thursday. They moved that one to the Monday after next. So, like, they can't get COVID. Like, they can't get it situated. And it led me to think, like, why is it so hard for them to not have a bubble? Like, yes, you're traveling to other places, but, like, still just have a bubble. And I didn't even know this. Stephen A. said it on his on First Take that they even gave the players the option to vote if they wanted to be in a bubble, and the players said no. Right now they should not even have an opinion. They have to be in a bubble. It's safer. I don't know why they would say no. It's safer. Like now you get these times where you're going to miss a game. One of your best players going to miss a game. You have a team missing the game, and y'all gonna lose, and y'all are in the race for a playoff. This is not like last year when the Ravens was like 8-2 at this time. They are 6-4. They don't have Lamar Jackson. I don't want to say anything, but I'm assuming they're gonna lose the next game, even though he's not playing as well. But they got RG3 on the bench. Come on. So I'm assuming they're gonna lose the next game. They're playing against the best team in the league, so then they're gonna be 6-5. Then they're gonna be third in the division. They're gonna be in the hunt. So to me, they're gonna have to win out, because Cleveland is actually like I know we like to hate Cleveland because like we love to hate. Not me. I'm saying people love to hate Baker Mayfield. It's Cleveland. Like nobody really likes Cleveland football, and they've been trash for so years. So it's like different for us to see them good. Like let me see their record. I think they're like 7-3. Like they're actually really good. Dude, 7-3. So they most likely are making the playoffs. So we can't talk no smack about Baker Mayfield no more, guys. Like he's actually doing it pretty well. So what the fuck? Talking about NBA team, the Ravens, they're gonna be in the hunt, because if you guys don't know, this whole playoff thing on the AFC is deep. You got the Titans, you got the Colts, you got the Dolphins. Dolphins is 6-4. You got the Ravens. You got the Browns. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, but I don't know. But it's going to be a deep wild card. There's only going to be 3 teams, I believe, because I think they're adding one more extra team. There's only going to be 3 teams in the wild card. So the Ravens really got to win out, because these other teams, they're cruising. They just lost to the Titans. They lost to the Steelers. No, they lost to the Patriots before that, who was also in the hunt. So they got to win out. And now, like, if they was in a bubble, you wouldn't have these moments where Lamar Jackson can't play and everybody else, a lot of people on your team got COVID, because you're in a secure bubble where it's safe. To me, when the NBA came out with their bubble, I was like, this is going to save all the rest of the leagues, because all the rest of the leagues going to see this bubble work, and they're going to use it for their own. And The NBA didn't. I mean, the NFL didn't do it. MLB didn't do it, and look what they had: many COVID cases. That's why the NBA is so much better than these other leagues. Not just talking about the sport. I'm talking about the society. I mean, not society. You know what I mean? Like the people themselves that run the NBA, they so much better and smarter than these other leagues. I mean, but like I said, the Ravens played third Tuesday, which is weird. Another Tuesday night game, like we had a few weeks back. Titans versus the Bills. That was a Tuesday night game, but another Tuesday night game. Ravens can't control their COVID. Hopefully everybody gets better. Playoffs gonna be hard for them to make. That's crazy. They were best team in the league last year, 14-2. Even though they lost first game, they were best regular season team. Even though they lost a playoff game, but best regular season team to now they're fighting to make the playoffs. That's wild. That's wild. But yeah, that's enough with that. Hopefully they can get it together. I know the Steelers players is really mad, but it's really nothing you can do. Really nothing you can do. You can say it's the Ravens' fault, but to me this is the whole NFL's fault, man. You gotta, like, the second half of the season, the players shouldn't even get an option to be in a bubble. They should be thinking about a bubble right now and put that in place for at least the playoffs. So hopefully they can do that. But what I really wanted to come here and do is I wanted to make a prediction of who I think is going to be the top 8 seeds in each position in the NBA. I mean, in each division. So we got the Western. I'm gonna do the Western Conference today. So, last season, let me see what the bracket was last season. Last season it was Lakers, Clippers, Nuggets, Rockets, Thunder, Jazz, Mavericks, Trailblazers. I think a lot of those teams are going to make it, but it's going to be different. It's going to be different, like where these teams are at. So, first, I'm going to start from the bottom. From the bottom, it's kind of hard, actually. So, maybe I should start from the top. Yeah, I'm going to start from the top. The top is the Lakers, of course. They, championship team. They just won a championship, and then they got better. You add Marc Gasol. You add, Dennis Schroeder, Montrezl Harrell, Wesley Matthews. Like, you upgraded in everything you lost. You lost Vil McGee. Oh, we got Marc Gasol. You lost Danny Green. We got Wesley Matthews. We lost Rondo. We got Dennis Schroeder. Like, we kept upgrading. So that just makes it seem like we're just gonna try to run it back, and we most likely will. Next, I want to say the Nuggets. No. See, this is off the dome. But it's between the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. I feel like the Clippers are going to fall. But it's between the Nuggets and the Trailblazers. And I will give it to the Trailblazers. Y'all better watch out for Damian Lillard this season. I'm saying he's in my top 3 for MVP race this season. This is not even arguable. This is his best team that's ever been surrounded by him. You got Dame at the 1. CZ at the 2. Robert Covington at the 3. Zach Collins at the 4. Yusuf Nurkic at the 5. And those lineups are so interchangeable because what else they got in the free agency? They got Harry Giles. They got Robert Covington. Enes Kanter. Might as well play Gary Trent. Anthony Simons. Carmelo back. That's 11-man deep lineup. So that starting lineup is going to be so interchangeable, and you give Dame what he always needed on his team throughout his whole career. He needed a great 3-and-D wing, and he has one of the great 3-and-D wings in the league, and Robert Covington. And you surround that, you got Harry Giles, and you got Derrick Jones off the bench, who's also a good 3-and-D wing. They're better. The last time Dame had 2 good 3-and-D wings, well, they were decent. Mo Harkless and Al-Farouq Aminu. They went to the Western Conference Finals. This is a way better upgrade, and Dame is a way better player. Everybody else surrounding Dame is a way better player than they had when they went to the Western Conference Finals. You got one of the best sidekicks in the league, no offense to him, CJ McCollum, and you got an up-and-coming center that can do almost everything good. Not great, but he can do almost everything good, and he keeps getting better. So this team, if they fail, it's on the coach. I'm going to put that right there. If they fail, it's on the coach. If they failed Terry Stotts, you got to get out of here. If they failed on the coach, and it's to me, it's not all on the coach, but it's most on the coach because like he has them. He's a good coach, but he's not like, you know what I'm saying. He's not all that. I would say he's a project of his environment. Like you've given Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, you're gonna win games. You're gonna look like you're a good coach, and that's no offense to him, but it's just how a lot of people see it. So, like I said, if they have a bad season, that's on him. That's on him. But like I said, they number 2. Dame mess around on the MVP next year. I'm seeing it. But like I said, number 3, Nuggets. They're gonna be at number 3 again. They lost Jeremy Grant, but that's to me that I'm happy about that. Jeremy Grant's nice. I said he was gonna get $20 million. Did I say I would be the motherfucker to pay that man $20 million? No, I will not pay that man $20 million. I will pay him like 16, 18. But yeah, he got $20 million for 3 years to go to the Pistons, and they didn't. They offered him the same thing. Happy that he wanted to go to the Pistons and get a bigger role. I don't know if he's that type of player that like gonna go out there and give you buckets, but I don't know. That's what they signed him for. But I feel like this is gonna help Michael Porter come into that third option and just shine. He's gonna shine next year. Hopefully Jamal Murray can do what he did in the playoffs and the regular season. If he don't, hey, just keep doing it in the playoffs. But like at least like do something. He averaged like 18 last year in the regular season. Then he went to the playoffs, averaged like 28. Like motherfucker, do that in the regular season. But I understand. I actually love it that he shines in the playoffs and he's young. Not a lot of young players do that. So like I said, and that's the reason why he got his contract the way he did. Like the year before this year, he signed in the playoffs the year before that, and that's why he got that $28 million contract. So you got Jamal Murray, you got Jokic, best center in the league, no argument no more. He shines in the playoffs, but also shines in the regular season. You got a once-in-a-lifetime talent, Michael Porter. And then we think, like, yeah, they lost Jeremy Grant, but, like, we forgot what they didn't have in the bubble. Will Barton is a great player, a great scorer, great facilitator, great defender, and he was not in the bubble. I forgot, like, he had something wrong with his toe or something. So they're getting him back. You got Gary Harris. You might want to try to find a trade for him. You signed Paul Millsap back, a big part of their defense. They still have a deep bench. Matter of fact, they don't. Oh no, yeah they do. You got Monte Morris, Bobo. Like I said, you're getting Will Barton back. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm definitely forgetting something. But they still have a great team. Like Bobo's gonna come in and do great this year. He can win Rookie of the Year because yes, he played last year, but they said the regular season and the postseason, if you're a rookie, like it really don't count. I don't understand that, but they say he can still win Rookie of the Year this year. So that's kind of weird. But yeah, so I say he can still win Rookie of the Year this year. Mike Malone is a great coach. This team's always gonna win. And it's just a fact of winning in the playoffs, which they did last year. So to me, they still need that like third primary scorer, and I feel like Michael Porter Jr. is going to be that. And they do need a defender, like a guard defender. Like they lost Torrey Craig. That was a big loss. That was a big loss to me. And of course, they lost Jeremy Grant, a person that can guard like literally 1 through 4. So they need another good defender, but like you can easily get that in the buyout market or the trade market, or just trade Gary Harris. Like Gary Harris a couple years ago. Like the reason why he got that money is because he can go out and score and play elite defense. He doesn't score no more. Like it's weird. It's weird how that happened. But try to flip him because $18 million for just defense. That's terrible. $18 million for that's terrible. But fourth team, the Clippers. To me, they still gotta go make some moves. Cause like you look at how the media wants to make it look. It's always Lakers versus Clippers. We got better and we was already beating their ass, and we got way better. So the fact that they just really didn't do nothing, they lost Montrezl Harrell. I'm hearing reports that they're gonna trade Lou Williams. Oh, do it, do it. Lost Montrezl Harrell, like I said. They still got Zubac, who's a great center. Of course, they got Kawhi and PG. PG say this is a redemption season, so hopefully he has a great season. I want him to have a great season because I felt like he was getting too disrespectful. Yes, you had a bad playoffs, but people gotta look at the environment. You in a bubble. Not everybody adapted to the bubble like that. And even in that Denver Nuggets series, he's not the reason why they lost. The reason why they lost is because Doc Rivers tried to play Montrezl Harrell 35 minutes on Jokic, and Jokic was torching him. And Kawhi didn't even play that good either. It's an argument that Paul George played better than Kawhi in that series, but the fact that Paul George played the first half of the bubble so terrible, he just got picked on. So it was the environment is different. So I'm not putting that on PG. Yes, he lost in the previous years in the playoffs, but hey, PG still that guy. PG still was top 3 in MVP voting and top 3 in Defensive Player of the Year voting literally 1 year ago. So I'm not gonna get disrespectful on Paul George at any time in my life, because that man is still nasty, and I hope he come back and have a dog season. The problem with this team is they need a point guard. Like, they got Patrick Beverley, that's not a point guard. Defensive player, leader, but a point guard, a person that can slow the game down when y'all scrambling, like when y'all just shooting stuff. And just doing ISO ball. Like, that's why they needed Rondo so bad. Because, like, it's a person that has veteran leadership, going to run plays for you. Help you slow down the ball. Help you, help when it's time to go, he'll be there. But they didn't really have a point guard. So, I don't know if they got Luke Kennard. That was a great pickup, a shooter. He can make a little bit, but he's not that player I'm talking about. A shooter. But, I don't know what pieces this team has, but if they can go to try to get D Rose, then they can be really good if they get D Rose. Because that's that type of player that can slow the ball down, run plays for you, get you a bucket. I don't know. That's just the type of player they need. They need a real point guard, not no Patrick Beverley. And I like Patrick Beverley. I'm not hating on him at all. I'm just saying he's not a point guard. Like, you look out there and you see Patrick Beverley on offense. What the hell is he doing? He's standing in the corner, just waiting for the ball to come to him if it has to come to him. They don't need that. They need a person that's going to run the plays for him, that's going to facilitate and be there when Kawhi and Paul George are not there, which they're not a lot of times because they're on this low management stuff. But that's the 4th team. 5th team, I want to say Mavericks. They was a 7th seed last year. It was literally 1 game away from being a 4th seed. Gee, it was like a couple games from being a 3 seed, and that could have affected a lot. But yeah, they was 1 game away from being a 4th seed. I expect them to be a 5th seed. I think Luka's gonna win MVP this year, barring any injuries. To me, they got better. Yes, they lost Seth Curry. That's my guy. I love Seth Curry. I love Seth Curry, but they still got Tim Hardaway Jr., who had a really good season last year. You looked at that contract, he got $18 million. You was like, what the hell? When the Knicks gave him that contract, but not saying he played up to $18 million last season, but he played up to that contract a little bit. He had a really good year. He was scoring, not just shooting. He was putting the ball on the court and dribbling. I mean, he was putting the ball on the ground, just getting his buckets. It was really good to see. He actually played really good defense next to Luka. They got Tyrell Terry to replace Seth Curry, basically. Another great shooter who can also run your offense a little bit off the bench. Still got Jalen Brunson, who really didn't play the whole season. So that's great to have behind your back. You're getting Dwight Powell back. You're getting Maxi Kleber, 2 versatile bigs that can shoot the ball, run the floor, play good defense. Great lob threats for Luka. You still got Kristaps. He's gonna come back a little bit later into the season. But come on, it's Kristaps. People forgot what Kristaps was. I'm sorry, I'm taking him over Embiid. What he did in the bubble was crazy, and what he did before he got hurt, when he was on the Knicks, I was on that train where I said Kristaps better than Giannis and AD. I was wrong, but Kristaps still that guy. He was averaging 30 and 15 in the bubble before he got hurt, so he's not that far. He's still that guy. He's still one of the best players in the league. He's still that guy. So they got him. They got Luka. That duo crazy. Still got Dorian Finney-Smith. You got Luka's bodyguard. You got James Johnson. They went and got Josh Richardson, was a great pickup, a person that's going to stick those LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, instead of Luka trying to guard them. So that was a great pick. I mean, instead of Dorian Finney-Smith trying to guard them, they got a really solidified defender and Josh Richardson. So that was a good trade to me. I feel like both teams won a lot in that trade. So yeah, this team gonna be great. They got Tyler Bay. I don't really know too much about him before. When I hear about him, that's the perfect person for that team. I'm hearing like Jeremy Grant comparisons, so that's perfect. So they did really good this offseason, and that's gonna push them to be that high. 6. I'm gonna say the Jazz. No, I'm gonna say the Rockets. It doesn't really depend on anything. Like if they trade James Harden, they're getting great pieces back. Like they're gonna get Spencer Dinwiddie, Caris LeVert back if he goes to the Nets. Wherever you go, you're gonna get great pieces back. So I'm gonna have the Rockets right here. Like I say, even if they keep the team the same, they're gonna be a good team. They're gonna be a good team. They're not. Hold up. I can't even talk about this team. Flip. I forgot about the Warriors, guys. I'm sorry. I forgot about the Warriors. Warriors at 5. Mavericks at 6. Jeez, this shit is deep, bro. This West is deep as hell. You still got the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Pelicans. Alright, Warriors at 5. Let me talk about them. You're getting one of the best players of all time, Steph Curry back. Getting him back. Sucks that you lost, Clay. It really does. But Andrew Wiggins is no bum. Kelly Oubre is no bum. Yes, you're going to have to switch the game up, but what I'm seeing is that it's going to be a lot of driving kicks. A lot of driving kicks for Steph Curry. And when Steph Curry goes to the bench, you keep Andrew out there. He's going to give you buckets. You keep Kelly out there. He's going to give you buckets. Energy. You still got Draymond. I'm hoping he's going to have a great season. It sucks because Clay's a big part of his game, if you believe it or not. That screen and rolls, screen and pass. This like playmaking for him. When he has shooters around him, that's when he's Draymond Green. That's when he's an all-star. So the fact that he just had one real solidified shooter that kind of sucks. But I'm expecting him to have a really good season. I'm seeing him in the gym. He likes shooting the ball well. Like I said, Andrew Wiggins is a bucket still. So that's still great. Kelly Oubre is a defensive 3. You can also go out there and give you 20-something nights. And you got James Wiseman, who's kind of like a unicorn type of center who can do a lot. I don't see him doing a lot for this team. Like, I don't see him given that opportunity to do a lot. Doing a lot of stuff that people see, to shooting, to doing little ISOs at the top of the key. Like, I don't see him doing that with the Warriors. That's not their type of ball. That's why I wanted him to go to a different team. Like, I feel like Onyeka Okongwu was the perfect person for this team, but I understand he was the best big in the draft, arguably. But I don't know. He's still a great player. Like, he's still a great post player. He's gonna be a great lob threat for Steph Curry and Draymond Green. So this team's still gonna be great. You still got Steve Kerr. The dynasty is still there. They still got Jordan Poole, Marquise Chris off the bench, Damian Lee. It's still a good team, a really good team. So last year was kind of like a tryout. That was kind of cool. It was kind of a tryout. Yes, they lost a lot of games, but last year it was to see who's staying with us next year when we get our dogs back. And hey, I think it worked out pretty well. You seen who was gonna shine. Damian Lee shined last year. Marquise Chris shined last year. So the fact that they're gonna come out the bench is gonna be good, give good minutes for the Warriors. But like I said, they have 5. Mavericks at 6. 7, I'm gonna say the Rock. 7, I'm gonna say the Suns. This what the fuck? Yo, this is hard, bro. Lakers, I said Lakers, Trailblazers, Nuggets, Clippers, Warriors, Mavericks. Bro, you still got the Jazz, the Suns, the Grizzlies, the Rockets, and the Pelicans left. That's 5 teams. That is 5 teams. This is hard. This is hard, my guy. This is hard. I'm gonna say the Suns. I feel like that Chris Paul, that's a great pickup for that team. It's gonna push them to that next level. Like, you seen it when ain't no in the bubble. That was a little show. But now you got Chris Paul to elevate that. A solidified winner. You got a solidified star in Devin Booker, who can also go out there and give you 26 and 8. He's gonna have a low key MVP season this year. You put DeAndre and you put Chris Paul next to DeAndre Ayton. That's gonna make his game way more. You seen all the centers that Chris Paul got money. DeAndre Jordan, he got him money. He got Clint Capella his money. And DeAndre Ayton, talent-wise, is better than both of them. Way better than both of them. Because he can actually get a bucket for his own. He don't need Chris Paul, but that's going to help him out a lot. You got Jay Crowder, which it was a really underrated pickup. Shoot the ball, lights out, stick 1 through 4. Amazing defender. That was a great pickup. You got Mikal Bridges, who's also a great 3-and-D wing, and this is only his 3rd year. So that was great. You still got Cam Johnson off the bench. You got Cameron Payne, who had a really good season last year. You got Javon Carter, who just got his money. I'm happy for him. Really good defender, really good shooter. You got him. Cameron Johnson, I think I said him. They got Chet Diallo. I feel like they got somebody else, but I'm forgetting. But, like, it's a really good team. You got Devin Booker and Chris Paul at the top. They definitely going to win games. Monty Williams is no slouch. He's a great coach. So, they're definitely going to make the playoffs next season. But this shit crazy. This shit crazy. That the Rockets going to be the damn A seed. That Donovan Mitchell is going to miss the playoffs. That's crazy. I have to say it. I'm going to have to say the Rockets. Rockets. They just way better players. I don't know what system they're going to run. They don't have Mike D'Antoni no more. So it's going to be all new. Christian Wood, DeMarcus Cousins. I don't know what role they're going to play for this team. But when you got James Harden at the top, you got Russell Westbrook at the top, you're going to win games. So, damn, I hate that, bro. I hate that. Because I feel like Donovan Mitchell, like, he's going to push this team. Like, that bubble, what you see in the bubble, it was no fluke. It was nothing fake about that. That's Donovan Mitchell. And he had to be that. They didn't have Bogdan or Bojan. They didn't have him. Mike Conley didn't play good the whole damn season. And you can't rely on Rudy to go get his own buckets. So, and that's still the same thing. Like, yes, Bojan's coming back. Mike Conley is obviously regressing, but shit, that's crazy, bro. Yeah, Donovan gonna miss the playoffs. Unless the Rockets like blow it the hell up. Like, blow it up, like, even trade the people they just signed. I don't know. I don't know where they're going, but they still want to win. So, damn, that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. Lakers, Portland, Nuggets, Clippers, Warriors, Mavericks, Suns, Rockets. That's crazy. That's crazy. I feel like the Pelicans are going to take a step back. I don't know why I keep saying that. I feel like they're going to. I hate that Steven Adams and Eric Bledsoe next to Zion and Lonzo. That shit bugs me. I hate that. But, yeah, this is how it's going to be. I'm going to do the Eastern Conference next episode. Damn. That's... Because, the Grizzlies not taking a step back. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They not taking a step back. This is how deep this Western Conference is. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You got 14 out of the 15 teams that want to compete for a playoff spot. They all want to compete for a playoff spot. 14 out of 15. Somebody has to miss the playoffs. Sucks that they got to be Donovan and John Morant and their team. But that's just how it's going to be. That shit going to be hard. But hey, I'll see y'all when I do the Eastern Conference. That's going to come out tomorrow most likely if I got time, or Monday. I like how y'all being more consistent. I hope y'all can like the video and subscribe. Share more. I'm getting a lot of views. Like, a lot for me is like 5. A lot for me is like 5. My last video got 20. So, like, share, subscribe. Don't leave the video without subscribing. I still got 23 subscribers. Please subscribe. But other than that, I'll talk to y'all either tomorrow or Monday. Peace out.